I'm back at Lake Mead back there. My last video did so great that I thought I'd give you another update. It's been about 2 weeks, so there's a couple things I didn't show you that I want to show you. Starting with this Lake Mead water line. So this is a water line 2018, and now we have trucks making all that noise in the background while I'm trying to record. But yeah, 2018. Water is way over there. I'd say that's about 300 yards. This launch has been the most dangerous that I've seen. My boat launches in about 5 inches of water to float, and we're to a point now where my boat is not going to be able to launch if it goes down even 2 inches more, because my truck will end up underwater trying to launch. Waterline 2021, right next to the crapper. We're about 200 and something yards away. All right, so that was 2021. It's only a year ago. You know, depending on when they put the sign, could be as little as 6 months ago. And this is a pretty long walk. So in my last video, there was a lot of comments, people saying, oh, I would go out there and go relic hunting, you know. I would go out there and take gold detecting stuff and all that, but I had to tell you this, all that is illegal. This is a federal park, and the federal government has actually come out and said, you cannot look for gold, you can't pan for gold, you can't use metal detectors or any of that stuff. You also can't come out and look for dead bodies, apparently. Coming out and doing that specifically can actually get in trouble for that. They don't want you going digging up the barrels and messing with stuff, so kind of crazy. We come out here, yeah, if we see something, we look at it, but our purpose for coming out here is to fish. We're fishermen. If you look at our channel, we come out to fish. We actually have the bow fishing gear and all that stuff. But while we're out here, if we see something, we'll go ahead and check it out if it's suspicious. I'm going to show you what I was talking about right here. If you don't have a truck, you're not launching. If you have a lifted truck, this is, you know, that's the only way you're going to be able to do anything. Check this out. See that? These trucks are all the way to their bumper, and they're still not, you know, the boats are still not in the water. Very dangerous. You get your truck too deep, then you run into issues where you're gonna mess up your engine and stuff. And we're at a point to where if you don't have a lifted truck, you're in trouble. You're all the way getting water in your cab just to get on anything. So there's Junior, that's my son. He's on our boat called War Machine. Like I said, it floats in 5 inches of water, and that's the only way that I've been able to get on here. I see a boil over there. That's pretty cool. It's hot out here. What is it, like 100 or something? Close to 100. All right, so we got launched. We made it safe. These guys are having so much trouble. They're having to tie a rope to one boat and pull it off because they can't go deep enough to get it off. So if you have a big boat, just know you are going to have a lot of trouble getting in this lake if you don't have a lifted 4x4. Because I got a 4x4 and my doors were still hitting, and a little bit of water was coming in just to launch. But as far as the lake level, water level, we did a video 2 weeks ago. It's down even more. I don't know how many feet it dropped, but it's down even more. We did a little video on dead bodies at Lake Mead or whatever, because 2 bodies were found out here. So if we see anything suspicious, we'll go ahead and take a look while we're fishing. I'll continue to show you the boats and stuff around the lake as we see it. So that right there is what we call a boil. Boils happen when shad get rounded up by stripers, push them to the surface and just devour them. And that's what it looks like. If you throw a lure in there, catch fish all day long. Problem is you can't fish inside the tires, so maybe we can go towards it and they'll go under the tires on the outside. And I'm out here in the main lake. So when I made that other video I came about 2 weeks ago, we were actually bow fishing and fishing around this edge. It has dropped at least 3 feet since that video, because some of these pockets here that we hit for tilapia, they make their little beds along the edge. They're gone. They're out of the water now. So it's dropped since the last time we came. So something I want to do is I want to show you the last video, and I'm going to compare the differences. I'm not sure if they're letting water in from Lake Powell yet. I don't think they are. So Lake Mead will continue to drop, and I'm to the point to where I can't get my boat in anymore. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to vlog these anymore. But let's take a look around.
So last time we were here in this cove, there was a barrel that we were saying was suspicious. And I don't know if it was somebody who saw our video or what, but that barrel's gone.
Here's a good reference. In the last video, when we started showing the boats, I'm going to show you a clip right here, but there was a boat where the prop was barely hanging out. There's another boat. That one's been in there for years. Look at that thing.
At L'Oreal Group, 100% of
Over there, completely exposed now. And I remember filming that prop.
New boat got exposed. That boat looks like it was chopped in half.
Look at the speedboat.
That's the best reference.
So what do we have here? Where were we at, you think?
I know you guys seen our last video, and this boat is very recognizable right here. And last time we were here, I think the whole console was underwater, wasn't it? You can see how much the water levels dropped. It's dropped a little over 5 feet is my guess in the last 2 weeks. That's scary fast. We showed you guys last time the water intake tower, or the water intake that's now dry and isn't usable. There's a third one somewhere on the lake. I'm not sure where it's at. I heard that it wasn't in that deep water. And someone in our last comments commented that this water feeds 80 million people water in the Southwest. So at this rate, I honestly do not know where those 80 million people are going to start getting water from if that third one dries up. It's wild. It's very almost scary in a way. Stuff's going to get real interesting really soon here in the Southwest.
We got something suspicious. Another barrel that popped up. We're going to have to come check that thing. It's very muddy around the edges. I don't want to deal with it right now. But it's a completely sealed barrel. That one just got exposed within the last probably 4 or 5 days.
So right here by one of the water intake towers, or intake pipes, whatever you want to call it, I guess. I keep saying tower because it's by a tower. There it is.
See where the water is at now, and then I'll flash back to where it was at about 15 or 16 days ago. So, yeah, it's 5 feet. That's about my height right there. That's what it looks like. 2 weeks ago, that was still underwater.
I never knew that those things used to suck water right there. Did you?
No, I actually thought those were like legs holding that thing up. I'm sure one of them is.
I think these, but those last two look like, I think this one on the front right is holding it up. The rest are water pipes. So this spot right here is actually a designated campground for Lake Mead. They got water and everything for people to stay, and all of that area right there used to be waterfront property. So all those trees are the campground, and the water used to go all the way literally to that tree line and used to camp right by the water. There's a recognizable boat.
That boat is weird looking.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of race boat. One of the many boats that are being revealed by the water. That looks like one of those shade things. Yeah, that thing was like 4 foot deep and we had no clue what it was.
Wow. That's not a barrel, man. Looked like one of those square things that pop up to your tent.
Yeah.
Shade.
Another weird object.
Alright guys, came out here and we showed you guys Lake Mead again, and the water's dropping just as expected. In another, I would say 5 days at this pace, I won't even be able to launch my boat unless they dig out, you know, the ramp. That's what I'm talking about. You're gonna get water in your truck if you don't have a lifted truck. Alright, so that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoy bow fishing, hunting, that's what our channel mainly is. And this is your host, Adrian Jr. They call me Senior. All right, so I'm home now. Pretty hot day out there. Appreciate you guys watching this video. All right, so my intentions for these videos aren't to scare you guys. I just want you guys to know that. Down in the comments, some people are getting scared. But if you are scared, it's getting to a point to where you might want to prepare, because I know I am. So the world is a crazy place right now. And a lot of things are happening that have never happened before, to be honest. So when you start reaching times like this, it would be wise to prep. So there's never anything wrong with preparation and stuff like that. We're hearing things of food shortages, fuel. The prices are through the roof. Diesel is gonna skyrocket more. It's $9 in some places. All that political stuff you hear on the news. And now you see this stuff happening with the water. So if you guys want more information on this, go ahead and hit the comments down below, and maybe I'll give some tips or something about how I prepare. But I am an outdoorsman. I don't think I'll ever starve. Water is a lot more important because you can't live very long without water, especially in this heat. Food, you can go a long time. Water, if all water stopped completely, we would definitely be in trouble. And that's including me. And we're talking worst case scenario stuff here. So prep as much as you want, but that's worst case scenario stuff. I just wanted to take this time at the end of this video to kind of explain why I'm doing these. And it's mainly for just information, so you guys know you're not blindsided by things that are happening. Just stay up with current events just so you're tracking. And you know, be prepared, because Las Vegas is a really big city and a lot of people just rely on their faucet, the food that's in the store, and everything else. And to be honest, a lot of people wouldn't be able to survive if any of those things were cut out. If gas completely stopped and we didn't get gas, what would you do? Do you have any spare gas to get somewhere? You know, there's just so much that goes through it. You can go crazy thinking about it, but it's smart just to have enough for you and your family to stay safe. That's all I'm doing. But other than that, appreciate you watching. Stay safe out there. The world's a crazy place, and I'll see you outdoors.